Welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Jane Gia Balagbubu. The headlines. Senate confirms 7 minister nominees. MSME remains the backbones of the society, Yahaya Bello. French Parliament elects first female speaker. And tennis roundup day 3 Wimbledon. And now the news in detail. The Senate has confirmed 7 persons nominated as ministers by President Muhammadu Buhari. They were confirmed on Wednesday following a screening at the upper chamber of the National Assembly. The exercise was presided over by Senate President Ahmed Lawan. The development came days after President Buhari appointed the ministers and wrote to the Senate seeking their confirmation. 4 of the newly confirmed ministers are from 4 southeast states, while 1 appointee came each from the northwest, southwest, and south-south regions. The new appointees include Henry Ikechukwu, Abia State, Umana Okon Umana, Akwa Ibom State, Ekuma Joseph, Ebonyi State, Goodluck Nana Obia, Imo State, Umar Ibrahim Yakub, Kano State, Ademola Adewole Adegorioye, Ondo State, and Odo Udi, Rivers State. Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has launched micro, small, and medium enterprises clinic to reduce the burden of dependence on government resources at all times. Governor Bello made this known during an organized Kogi State MSME workshop, an exhibition in commemoration of the maiden edition of International MSME Day at the Glass House, Lokoja. Our reporter has more.
Governor Bello noted that for far too long, the people have depended on government as the main driver of the economy. Hence, the workforce remained overbloated and the government overloaded with paying of salaries, pensions, gratuities and other entitlements of civil servants, both at the state and local government levels. He explained that state government deployed more to paying salaries and other packages, stressing that such development will not grow the economic stability of the people.
Must also improve the pace of her activities and ensure a huge leap in MSME penetration in Kogi State. You are to bring existing businesses and government to a collaboration in training and equipping new entrepreneurs and facilitating new enterprise.
Governor Bello pointed out that when he took over office, there was no existing MSME ecosystem or hub until a dedicated agency like the Kogi State Enterprise Development Agency, KEDA, which coordinates and caters for the immediate and long-term needs of the MSME, was created.
The trade unions, financial institutions, corporate bodies, development partners, mentors and donor agencies, embassies, the federal government and her MDAs, non-governmental organizations, among others. We will need your ongoing cooperation to keep growing our MSME sector till it becomes the self-sustaining live wire of our economy.
The governor stated that his government pursued such course as it recognized that the growth of entrepreneurship and new venture creation would broaden the spectrum of every Kogi citizen who are willing to work hard to become financially independent.
And the remarkable men and women who own and run them. You are already champions for taking the leap of faith into entrepreneurship. You are vital to our economic well-being, and we shall continue to work to improve your chances of success and wealth-making from your legitimate business engagements.
The number 1 citizen of Kogi State expressed his intention to substantially achieve such feat before the end of his tenure through KEDA, alongside other ministries, departments, and agencies. He charged KEDA on the discovery of innovative ways in getting interested Kogi citizens into MSMEs in a profitable manner, improve the pace of its activities, and bring existing business and government institutions into viable collaboration, adding that government will strengthen the capacity of women and youth in building viable businesses across all sectors in the state. On her part, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of KEDA, Rekiat Onaiva Sani, said despite the agency's efforts to stimulate business environment in the state, more should be done for MSMEs to reach their full potential.
Very proud of you, sir. My interest was further stoked with the array of evidences and highlights that the micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises has enormous contribution to the economy of the world, not only in Kogi State. It's a contributing factor to job creation, income generation, trade, and inclusive growth. Despite our efforts to stimulate the business environment, and a lot still needs to be done, and to make the MSME environment reach their full potentials. It is against this backdrop that the Kogi Enterprise Development Agency is taking this step further by initiating Kogi MSME Workshop, which is expected to set the motion in establishing a lot of components that has to do with an MSME clinic. We've been doing a lot at the national level, and this is the high time that we also set and launch our MSME clinics in Kogi State.
According to her, the project is expected to bring business and government agencies to a series of business forums where MSMEs can deliberate and have opportunities for growth. Joshua Adenoy, reporting for MLC TV.
Kogi State government has promised to strengthen the gathering and dissemination of government activities to the people across the state and the nation at large through her radio and print media. The special advisor to the governor on public relations, Ahmed Bolori, made the promise when he visited the Radio Broadcasting Corporation and the graphics prints located within the state capital territory, Lokoja. The management team of both radio and the graphics were happy to receive the special advisor and his entourage. Our reporter has more.
Communication without proper destination is described as distorted information and could lead to misconception of ideas. The unscheduled visit of the Kogi State Governor's media team led by the Special Advisor on Public Relations, Ahmed Bolari, to the state-owned media station has re-enkindled the enthusiasm to deliver on the job by the staff. First was a visit to the Radio Kogi 94.1 FM, where the Director General Ojo Oyela Ozovehe commended the state government for approving the purchase of 2 transmitters to enable the headquarters of the station to reach out to the people beyond Kogi State. Ozavehe expressed the commitment of the management and staff of the state broadcasting station to discharging their duties better if all needed support is provided. Amongst his requests is the provision of operational vehicles for staffs.
Let me seize this opportunity to inform you, sir, that His Excellency has approved the procurement of 2 5 kVA transmitters for our operation to replace the broken down ones, which is being expected any moment from now. We are still having problems bordering on additional staff, lack of vehicles, either for the DG's office or the operations. The booster stations are equally not spared.
Why the visit to the graphics newspaper's house was best described as a dream come true. The management said they have waited for so long to have such an opportunity to narrate their challenges. The managing director Otuba Adekolade Dele and executive editor James Oyewale hope to get better operations paths that will create more openings for them to get their newspaper across the state and the nation.
A lot of things are down, maintenance, a lot of things are down, marketing, a lot of things are down. Well, virtually all the departments, a lot of things are down.
We have tried, in spite of all the challenges, to ensure that we stay afloat.
They commended the visiting team as they wished for immediate succors to balance back stronger and better. The Special Advisor Ahmed Bolari, in a separate speech, encouraged the management team of both media stations to think outside the box to create content and programs that will generate funds to support the government's cost of running day-to-day operations of the stations.
You see, radios globally now have turned to generate revenues to sustain themselves. Just last year, 2021, in the United States, radio stations generated a revenue of $10.9 billion US. So I would implore you that do not only at all times to be looking towards the coffers of government for government to provide. You need to come up with ideas to see how you will assist in that.
He assured them of governor's readiness to fix and provide all necessary tools and human capital required in no distant time. The special advisor pointed out that the governor has touched all sectors in the state, assuring the commitment of government towards ensuring the residents gain access to quality information at all times. In the entourage were the special advisor on community relations, SSAs to the governor on electronic and print media, Avoy Nwogo, and Michael Ozigi. Also is the SSA on public relations, Shegun Abiaroro. Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV News, Lokoja.
Still in the spirit of bridging the communication gap between the government and the people, as well as ensuring better dissemination of information, the state government's media team led by the special advisor to the governor on public relations, Ahmed Bolori, has visited the federal-owned television station NTA Lokoja to foster their relationship. Bolori said that NTA is the state government's dependable station that is guaranteed to relay their activities anytime without constraint. He assured the NTA management team of better patronage and enhancements. Faith Abdulkafar has more.
Kogi State government team said the impromptu visit to NTA was to appreciate their commitment and service delivered towards projecting government activities over the years. The special advisor on public relations assured NTA of continued mutual relations to deliver on their expectation optimally.
You cannot ignore or abandon NTA and jump to other places. Your work as you do is automatically undone. So GM, we're here to forge this partnership and reaffirm the existing one to see how we can come in, not only on monetary related value that we may add, no, but also on other, working relationship that we could come together, join our heads together and see how many of the things here will be improved.
He said for effective communications, the government must treat NTA like its own station.
Government must communicate, and this communication we intend to also partner with the NTA, which is a federal establishment, and to also take charge, as the GM has rightly said. Taking charge doesn't mean we're taking over the station, but taking charge in the sense that anything that falls within the responsibility of the state government will ensure that the state government does that to improve, the quality of programs in NTA for the betterment of our people here in Kogi State.
The excited General Manager NTA, Yaya Adam, appreciated the team leader, commended the government for their partnership, and urged them to take ownership of the station for its better reach.
So our appeal here is, please let the government of Kogi State also take ownership of NTA Lokoja, because our primary aim of establishment is to serve the government and people of Kogi State. Yes, it is possible you have other, sister stations doing similar jobs like we do, but we have the reach. Maybe we have better reach. Sure, we have better reach. And of course, you can also be sure that we have cheaper rates for services. And we do it better because we see ourselves as partners in progress with every government.
The government has continued to maintain the cordial relationship it presently enjoyed with media stations across the state and the nation. Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV News, Lokoja.
Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has approved the mentorship and adoption programs for top government functionaries to go back to the classrooms to mentor the senior students that will become leaders of tomorrow. The decision was taken at the Executive Council meeting held in the Government House, Lokoja, and for an effective takeoff, key political office holders have volunteered to do so until positive culture and leadership skills are formed in students across the state's secondary schools. Leading by example is the Commissioner for Education, Wemi Jones, and the Special Advisor on Public Relations to the Governor, Ahmed Bolori, including other appointees who went to schools to mentor them. On Wednesday, 29th June, will not be forgotten by the students of the GSS 3 of the Government Day Science School in Adankolo, Lokoja, Kogi State. The principal and students were happy to receive Ahmed Bolori, who joined the students in the classroom to teach them all about citizenship and nationalization, including growing with the mentality of becoming good ambassadors of the country they represent. Our reporter has more.
Children, they said, must be taught how to think, not what to think. It is important to teach them the quiet words of kindness and how to live beyond themselves by urging them towards excellence and driving them towards greatness. The exposure of the student by the special advisor to the reality of life has automatically put them deep into realizing who they are and put them upward towards thinking maturely.
So I think she is right. We are here basically to share with you our experiences in life so that your future will be shaped to be even better than ours. We decided to choose this school because I heard that this school has one of the best, you are among the best students. And I can see you're all very beautiful and handsome students dressed in very clean uniforms. And you are making me to wish as if, had it been I knew that this school exists, probably I wouldn't even finish secondary school. I would like to come back to JSS 3 and repeat this class again.
According to the mentor, true education does not consist mainly in acquiring knowledge of how to read and write, not about a few facts of science, history, literature, or art, but in the development of character. He promised to build in the younger ones the essence of living positively to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign.
And unless you value education, when your time comes, you will not be able to pay attention to that. So we're here to help you and mentor you and show you the right way. Because they say, do you know what they call proverbs and wise sayings? How many of you know any proverbs or wise sayings? Can you give us any? Yes, please. He said, do not put all your eggs in one basket.
The principal commended the government's decision to join the teachers and parents to nurture the students the right way.
On our part here, we'll be doing and we assure you every best that we can to place the school on the educational map of Nigeria by supporting the governor through this laudable project we have here to see that education is given the right place academically in the state.
The Commissioner for Education, Wumi Jones, told the public what the government's expectations are.
People from this part of the world excelled tremendously because of education. What suddenly happened to us that it's even so difficult to even get graduates who can speak very good English. So that is the essence of this exercise. And the program is, look, I have benefited from a secondary school that I attended in my village. Now, by the grace of God, I am somebody in the society. It is not out of place for me to go back and say, let me impart a bit of knowledge into the students.
On the students, they express their joy and call for more mentors to come to them often.
First of all, I want to thank the government and the people that lectured us today for the knowledge they imparted on us. We are very grateful because they taught us how to become a responsible citizen of Nigeria. I also want to thank the government for what he has done, the new building. Everything is very unique.
I thank the governor bring a special advisor to come and advise us, to impart us in a good learning and how to behave well in the school and in our environment.
The government has spent a lot in the school and the money is not easy. We really appreciate the governor. Try to educate our students on it for them not to destroy anything in the school.
I'm happy with the government for giving us this facility and more education. And we are happy to have the advisor here to give us more impact, to have more education, and to thanks for the teachers for giving us the best they have, and we are also happy for the environment.
The Kogi State Government-Based Science College is now GYB Modern Science College Adankolo. Is one of the new schools the administration of Yaya Bello has built for better learning and teaching to take place. It is rated the best standard structure ever erected in the state. Amongst the team are the Special Advisor on Community Relations, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Media and Public Relations, Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV News, Lokoja.
The Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commissioned a modular interactive classroom block at the Vetland Junior Grammar School, Agege, which he said is another milestone intervention in the ongoing transformation of the education sector in Lagos State. The modular building is made up of 9 regular classrooms, 3 laboratories, and 4 staff rooms. All of these spaces are powered by solar panels, which means guaranteed power supply to enable teaching and learning under the most conducive conditions. All the classrooms are equipped with interactive touch screens, and all the students have been given electronic tablets to aid both in class and virtual learning. The school has also been provided with a basketball court and a 5-a-side football pitch to encourage their extracurricular activities. Sanwo-Olu also said his administration has constructed more than 800 new classroom blocks in the public school system of Lagos State, while also completing the rehabilitation of about 200 public primary and secondary schools, with several others ongoing. He said that his aim is to build schools of the future, public schools that are driven by cutting-edge technology and that can compete favorably with the best schools anywhere in the world. Lagos State government has assured farmers and agro-business owners of a support to expand their businesses. The government, through the Lagos State Agro Processing, Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Support Appeals Project, a World Bank-assisted program, said the supports and help are for now and even after the 6-year project expected to run between 2017 and 2023. The tax team leader Adetunji Oredikpe, who gave the assurance, said the appeals will enhance agricultural productivity of small and medium-scale farmers based in Lagos and improve value addition in poultry, aquaculture and rice.
Which goes to empower farmers with knowledge. It's about changing the way they do business, how they manage their business, and what kind of technology are they adopting, and what is this technology doing to change their life. On that one, I can say with all sense of responsibility that Lagos Appeals Project has really contributed so much in this area. You can see that women who actually attended this program today attested to the fact that they are moving into new areas. We saw a lot of new things they are doing around mushroom production. It's not just producing mushroom, but giving some life, some meaning to the product of mushroom. The second part is the direct support that we give to our farmers through our value chain investment plans, which they develop themselves and we finance. As at last count, Lagos is close to completing that package that we agree with them. So for me, they have really reached out to this category of people.
Oftentimes, every need of industry, every need of the people is always government-centered. But at this point in time, we know that people might want to shift blame that there is flood everywhere to the government. But this also has to do with the activity that people, in this regard, dwellers of Lagos State, Lagosians, do. People take sachet water, they drop the nylon, in the gutter. People, use up their, and their waste. They some have turned it into a visual practice that anytime they want to discard their waste, it is into the drainages. So one of the challenges that I, for one, is presently facing, at the place where my industry is located, is the southwestern flood. When it rained heavily, we begin to see water, running into the factory. And, rice production is something that, is not water friendly, because the moment water gets into the rice, you're talking about spoilage, and that is going to result into a very big loss.
The tax team leader, while explaining the 4 major interventions of the team in all states, which are building capacity of the farmers, introducing new technology, value chain investment plan, women and youth program, and infrastructure support, explained that the team is ready to support the state to get better results.
The third level is where we are targeting our women and youth. The idea is to start them up and make sure they continue in business. On these two, we saw evidence in the documentation, physically with the feedback that we are getting from these people. I think we are good to go. The final one is about infrastructure. Infrastructure support to the cluster where we are intervening. Lagos has completed most of the planned programs, both the processing equipment, processing center, the marketing kiosk, all of these to support the downstream side of production. The roads are already completed, they are in good use, they are supporting farmers to be able to move out things to the market. So all in all, Lagos has done very well. I said it in the morning that Ekoti Poju.
The Commissioner for Agriculture, Abisola Olusonya, who commissioned the Women Agric Building, also encouraged all beneficiaries of the project to keep up with the good work they have started. She assured everyone that Lagos State government is open to support its citizens as much as they can in order to make life easier for them. We go on a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now on foreign news. The new Speaker of France's lower house of parliament, the first woman to hold the post, vigorously defended the right to abortion Tuesday and called on the chamber to be vigilant about protecting it from reversal. The National Assembly elected Yael Braun-Pivet as Speaker on Tuesday in its first session since President Emmanuel Macron's party lost his majority in election this month that handed new power to far-right and far-left camps. Braun-Pivet is a member of Macron's centrist alliance Ensemble, which still has the most seats in the assembly, but no longer enough to comfortably adopt laws. The assembly is France's most powerful house of parliament. The divided chamber is preparing to tackle proposals on fighting inflation and enshrining abortion rights in the French constitution in response to the U.S. Supreme Court's decision last week to strip women's constitutional protections for abortion. Abortion in France was legalized in 1975 and has broad political support. Braun-Pivet is a former socialist who joined Macron's party in 2016 and a relative newcomer to lawmaking. She was chosen by secret ballot over candidates from rival parties. The leftist Noobs coalition is the biggest opposition force in the assembly, and its legislators made a grand joint entrance with a diverse cross-section of lawmakers. Noobs hopes to challenge Macron's plans to cut taxes and raise the retirement age from 62 to 65. The far-right party of three-time presidential candidate Marine Le Pen, the National Rally, won a record number of seats and is expected to press anti-immigration policies. Now on sports. Andy Murray says he aims to improve his ranking before the US Open so he can be seated and avoid facing high-ranked players early in the tournament. The British former world number one suffered his earliest Wimbledon exit as a loss to American 20th seed John Isner in the second round on Wednesday. Third seed Casper Ruud was stunned by Frenchman Hugo Humbert in the Wimbledon second round, while defending champion Novak Djokovic advanced with ease. Norway's road runner-up at the French Open earlier this month was beaten 3-6, 6-2, 7-5, 6-4 by Humbert, who arrived on court without a racket. Top seed Djokovic, meanwhile, beat Thanasi Kokinakis 6-1, 6-4, and 6-2. The 35-year-old Serb is aiming to win a fourth successive title at SW19, where he is a six-time winner. The vastly superior Djokovic will play compatriot Milma Kekmanovic next. In the women category, Emma Raducanu says she will continue to embrace every single moment as she remains unbeatable after a straight set exit at Wimbledon that left centre court deflated. The 19-year-old Briton was outpowered by France's Caroline Garcia in a 6-3, 6-3 defeat in the second round. Raducanu's preparations for her home major were disrupted by a side strain which left her participation in doubt. And on entertainment news, let's join Matthias Ayodeji Peter.
On our foreign entertainment news, American singer R. Kelly has been sentenced to 30 years for racketeering and sex trafficking. The singer was found guilty of one charge of racketeering and 8 counts of violating the Mann Act, which prohibits the transport of any woman or girl across state lines for any immoral purpose, in September 2021. According to page 6, it took the jury consisting of 7 men and 5 women 9 hours across 2 days to come up with a verdict. The prosecutors of the case had asked the judge for a sentence longer than 25 years. Prosecutors also said he used his celebrity status and wealth to lure women as well as underage boys and girls for sex. The judgment was earlier scheduled for May 5th but was later postponed. It will be recalled that in 2021, the disgraced singer was found guilty of sexually abusing women, boys and girls for decades. One of his victims was R&B singer Aaliyah, who Kelly illegally wed in a Chicago hotel room in 1994 when she was 15 years old. Kelly's legal team called a handful of ex-Kelly employees and associates to take the stand to discredit allegations the singer sexually abused women, girls and boys. And on our entertainment news from Africa, Nollywood actress Funke Akindele and her husband Abdul Bello, popularly known as JJC Skills, made this known via his Instagram page on Thursday, June 30th, 2022. The veteran rapper said he decided to announce their separation to let the public know they are already pursuing their individual lives. Trouble in the Bello's home first got to the public after the movie star's stepson, Benito, dragged her on social media. Benito revealed that all was not well in one of Nollywood's most admired marriages. He alleged that his stepmom, Funke, was a horrible person. He made this known following reports of crisis in JJC and Akindele's marriage. Weeks later, Benito disclosed he was allegedly assaulted by his father. According to him, they fell out after he was expelled for bringing alcohol to the school. Benito gave a detailed account of how the music star repeatedly hit him inside the car as they drove home. He alleged that he sustained bruises on his face, neck and ribs. It didn't end there as he dropped a bombshell about his father and stepmom cheating on each other. According to Benito, his father cheated on Funke, which led to a big fight. He also revealed that the actress also cheated on his father. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thanks, Matthias, for the entertainment updates. And that is the size of our package for today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV, like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, and Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your events, coverage, information, contribution, adverts, and sponsorship, please call any of the numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Fridays and Saturdays to watch our special programs. Fridays 9 p.m. Local Government and You, Saturdays 7 p.m. Family Affairs, 9 p.m. Political Arena and Women's World, Sundays by 6 p.m. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Jane Balagbubu, and thanks for watching. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Good day and bye for now.